Suman Rahim here, National Credit, Breaker 7 Seals, Future News. Future News, brothers and sisters. There's some comments that presentation yesterday was kind of, audio wasn't that well, so I'm do somewhat of a redux. Bear with me, brothers and sisters. Now, one thing I discussed, pressure works. Now, no human being can handle all the intricacies of the mathematics, which is the nature of the universe. No human being can handle that. Just like the mathematics that allow us to look to the future. I mean, your brain has the ability to do that to some extent, general prophecies. But like look into the future and say, someone's name could be this particular name, or a particular date and time, or a particular street. No. Your brain has not that power. We use something what you might call computers to accomplish that. Because it has to keep. Because if you had a vision, you could not be sure that it was an accurate vision or not. How could you know? So, well, I had a vision that this is going to happen, that's going to happen with this person. I mean, that I can be sure that that's an accurate vision. So we have utilities that engines that you might call computers. They do that because it has to track every atom in the universe, every atom, every one, in real time. How you're going to act and react and so forth, so on, up to 25,000 years into the future. 24 to 25,000 years in the future. Write it down. It gets more complicated than that because you look at your future, say, okay, based on the interaction, atoms and everything else, because everything's made of atoms, the universe is nothing but energy. It's energy, period. Energy is just mathematics, period. That's all it is. And how people are going to comprehend it, that's what it is. So you look into the future, say, okay, this person's going to do such and such, right? Then you write it down. Once you write it down, if you want that person to be able to prophesize, if not some kind of way, do that prophecy to that person. When you saw that person, right, through your mechanism that you just it's allowing you to look into the future. You couldn't have seen that person with that book that you wanted to present to them saying prophesize. Because you hadn't wrote it yet. So now you have to say, okay, because once you give it to that person, then you change the prophecy that you just, because everything after that changes, because now you introduce some more variables into the equation. So now you have to go, okay, after I got this prophecy, now, what would prophecy look like with that person, with that prophecy? Okay? Very complicated stuff. And we can do, so how powerful our brain is. But why you see us walking around and walking around like we're ignorant monkeys or something? Well, that's the devil doing. And that's a symptom of energy deprivation. Because as the universe expands and contracts, when there's so much energy, you can't create energy and you can't destroy it. So the universe is small. All the energy is in that small space. The energy becomes very vast, then all the energy is spread out. So it's less and less energy per square inch. And so when the universe is totally contracted, all the energy centered around the Earth atmosphere basically, crime Jesus said, man, a tremendous amount of energy, tremendous. You can't even imagine, almost an infinite amount of energy we had. What kind of beings were we then? And then the universe expands, so it's less energy. So they said, what kind of energy beings will we be when there's very little energy left around the Earth? And that's just what you're looking at. See? So he said, well, how bad would it be? See? Because it takes energy for everything. We have enough energy to remain alive, enough energy to maintain control of the planet. We have enough energy to maintain ourselves, enough energy to maintain a family. How much energy? Because it takes energy for all those things. So we don't have energy to maintain those things. So you mean we're going to go savage? We're going to go totally uncontrolled? I mean, it's just going to be a wilderness? So, well, we don't want that. The animals in control? I mean, so it's okay, well, let's see if we can produce some offspring that don't require that much energy, something that require enough. I mean, we require that much, so they would have enough power to maintain civilization. See, they wouldn't require as much energy as us. So that's what we did. We had Dr. Yakub bring forth the Chaldeans, the Caucasians, the devils, who are low energy people. Don't require much energy. The stripped down version of us, very much stripped down. No color, right? They stripped down. No modesty. See, they don't have no modesty. And on that note, right? If dress is the way to identify something, like, police officers, they dress a certain way. Government officials, doctors, lawyers, they dress a certain way so you recognize firemen. So if that is a indication of who you are, where you dress, then America has become a nation of whores. Isn't that the way whores dress? Nation of whores. Anyway. So they're weak and wicked because those accessories were removed from them. Because it takes energy to be honest, to be wise, to be caring, to empathy, energy for everything. So we remove all those things so we maintain our image and our likeness, our structure, but not our substance. That's why it says, and Scripture explains that. It says they have the likeness of God, but denying this. Let me get to say that right, brothers and sisters. Let me say it right. Mm. Oh, here it is. It says very clearly here. It said they have the form of godliness, right? But denying the power of the substance of it. See? They have the form. Our form. Excuse me. But denying our substance. That's the devil's. See? That's what it says there. And so they, being like both bag of beetles, as opposed to Lamborghinis, don't take much energy to operate them. So they have the power. They have the energy, because it takes energy times discipline. Now, discipline is something that was taken away from them also. And energy, enough to rule. But we didn't have it. We lost control of ourselves, lost control of everything. So we ended up in heart costs. Totally vanquished pretty much, except our existence. But they had enough energy, because we knew all the energy we had, just to maintain ourselves, and we didn't have enough even for that. Right? Just enough to keep breathing. And they exploited all of that. And they had enough, because they didn't need that much energy, so they had enough to maintain civilization, but they needed to be disciplined, because that was taken out of them, so we had to send prophets. See, there was never any prophets before them. Prophecy is something that came with them. The prophets had to come and tell them to keep telling them to stay on the path. Discipline, follow the law, follow the law, follow the law. And they tell you, there was no law before them. You don't have to give law to animals, to lions, to leopards, to elephants. You have to give, because their nature is their law. But these people had to, because they lacked discipline, it was grafted out of them. Right? So you had to send prophets to keep teaching them discipline, so they would have power to do what we want them to do. That's Adam. See, as soon as in Farrakhan, those clowns, they try to make you think Adam's the whole human race. It's not. See? Adam are the Europeans. See? Adam and Eve. You understand, brothers and sisters? So, the prophets came to get them discipline, so they would have the power to rule until the universe restored, begin to compress again, and then the energy start coming back approximately every 50 years in a wave. And we can prove that. It says momentous in the heavens and the earth, but it comes but of a sudden. And it would not come to us as a sudden if we were in the center of the universe. If you understand anything about physics and mathematics, a wave, a universal wave that will end up here, means we have to be at the center of the universe. The earth would have to be the center. Yeah, I mean, that's just, if you know anything about mathematics or physics, you'd have to understand that. See? So, that's where things happen. And the thing is that the universe spans and contracts. That means in a state of pressure or a state of tension. Tension is the opposite of pressure. And expanding, that means the pressure is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. That means it's tending towards tension. Because tension means you pull things apart. But now, as it's contracting, then it's tending towards pressure. Pressure builds up, And we live in a pressure system. A pressure system. Everything about you is pressure. It takes pressure. We talk. It's pressure waves. We breathe. Air pressure, heart pressure, right? Blood pressure, right? Your reproductive system based on pressure. Everything about us is pressure. Thought, the mind, thought is pressure. We live in pressure situations, all pressure. Now, you need to understand that. There's no exceptions to that. There's no God, no Jesus, no Shiva. Nobody can change that. That's the nature of the universe. No one can change it. We can only address the quality, but we cannot address the nature of the quantity. We cannot add energy, cannot subtract it. We cannot stop this person from expanding, contracting. That's the nature of it. We cannot change it. But we can affect the quality. Understand? We can affect the quality of the universe. So in that respect, I'm doing this here. See? So you understand it. Right? Now mind is pressure. In this world that you see, the reality around you is a result of a mind, European mind, that was given, and the quality, right, the quality of it, right, is dictated by the sealed Bible. Now let me speak on that a little bit. See, I said the scientists write scripture to last up 24,000 years. And they can't go long because it takes so much resources to do this. And then after 24,000 years, all information that they have, they put it back in to go, so they have a starting point to go the next 24,000 years. If you lose that, you lose the whole thing. See, then you have to go back to the beginning of creation, because back there was simple. And you think it what, 73, the calculate, you never get it done again. That's why it's offline. The devils can't ever touch it. That mechanism, right? Those tools that we use, they're offline. They're off planet. Many things are off planet that we do not want to get in the devil's hands. They can never get anywhere near it. Right? That's why it says in the Quran, there's strong guards in the heavens, strong guards. Keep them from getting, why? You need guards because you keep them from getting, why do you need guards unless you're trying to prevent somebody from getting something? Okay. Now in the center, see it's us. Right? And just say, for example purposes, right? Right? For sake of example, we are 21 pounds per square inch. That's how much pressure our mind has, 24 pounds per square inch. Right? Now the outer circle, that gray circle, says the devil. Now they got we under them, so they, right, in their system, so they have pressure on us. But that pressure on us, right? Say, for example, I'm saying where it is right now. I'm just giving you an example. Now say they have 12 pounds per square inch. Well, 12 pounds per square inch is less than 21. So that means they can't affect us. They can't crush us. In fact, we can stand on them because we got a greater pressure. If that's the case. But I'm just talking from their point of view. So say for instance, they got 12, but see, different quality. So 5 plus 7 is 12, 2 times 6 is 12, 18 minus 6 is 12. So say it comes in those different forms, but it's still 12. No matter what they do, it's still 12. So it's like they're planning this, I'm going to get this weapon. It still comes out of their mind, so their mind cannot produce a pressure greater than the mind itself. It can't, because the concepts have to come from the mind, and the concepts can't be greater than the mind itself. The concepts cannot be greater than the mind itself. So the mind has the power of 12 pounds per square inch. That's the pressure the mind has, right? Then that means anything the mind produces cannot be greater than that pressure. It cannot. It's impossible. So if their mind is 12 pounds per square inch, the thought pressure, right? That means they can't crush us. I don't care what form it takes. They can say, well, we make a bomb. Well, the bomb's only going to be able to explode 12 pounds per square inch, right? We shoot arrows, right? We'll use biologicals. No matter what they do, it still can't produce more pressure than that. and everything is pressure. I mean, so everything is energy, and they can't produce, well, pressure. They can't produce anything that can produce more pressure than 12 pounds per square inch. That's the result of it. So there's nothing they can do to harm us. Anyway, no matter what they do, because still come 12, but we're 24. So we got rid of a barrier against them that they cannot penetrate. That's why the scripture say things like, no hair on your head will be harmed. Because they can't cover, their mind cannot cover any pressure. But see, when we was in the Holocaust, they had greater pressure than us. Temporarily for 500 years. So they had us under control, crushing us. Because it may have been reversed. Maybe we had 12 and they had 21. So they could crush, they couldn't totally crush you. Right? Because you still have some pushback of 12 pounds per square inch. Unless you have nothing, they crush us all together. But they could squeeze us down, make a, because they had great, if you have greater pressure, then you could, the one center gets small, because you can put pressure on it. But after a while, it comes up to your level, and then they can't do it anymore. So say, for instance, if they had 21 pounds per square inch and we only had 12, they were pushing to a smaller space until we ended up being 21 pounds per square inch. But we've been a little small space with no control. But that's what we had to end up to keep them from totally crushing us. So we was here with nothing. We was here Holocaust with totally nothing. They squeezed all the way down to almost. They couldn't destroy us. You see? Let me make an example of that, brother, so you can see. I want you to really understand this. So give me a minute. And I'm going to take it, see if I can do a quick point of that so you understand it. Because I'm not sure that you understand that idea. Okay, hold on for a second, brothers and sisters. Just give me a second. Oops. Okay, let's see that. Okay. Make sure I get this all right first. Okay, do that one there, okay. And then I'm going to say, okay, reverse this. Okay. And say, well, just do it this way. Say we're, okay, we'll say we're 12. And they're 21. Okay. Oops. Okay, that's right. What's this one here? What's this one here? Okay. No. Leave it there. Okay. Let's take a second, brother says, but it's worth for you to understand this. Oops. Okay. And then we'll say, okay. 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 What's the other way here? This. Oops. Okay. I'm going to take a second about this experiment here, because I want you to understand this. It's very important here. All right. Okay. So then this turns into 21. Right? Then it stops. Okay, now we're equal. Okay. And it was here. 12, and this, okay. A second, one more second. Oops. Almost there. Where is it? Try it again. Hold on. Okay, just about there. Okay, there you go. That'll do it. Okay, I'll need this one. And this one, okay. Take that out the way. And this is, make sure that's right. Okay, and with this one here. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, here we go. Okay. You understand this process here? Get it wrong. Okay, see here? Now it's showing. Say the outside is 21 pounds per square inch. The devil's. Right? And our pressure is 12. Reduce to 12 pounds per square inch. Or use 12 pounds per square inch, but we produce a devil that didn't need much energy, so and with discipline, they was able to achieve 21 pounds per square inch. Because they had more energy, and plus the prophets taught them discipline, so now they empower, because they're the most powerful people on the planet, because they're 21 pounds per square inch. While we're 12, other people may be 14 or 15, but yes, so that's what made Adam say, we can make a new rule on earth. So they didn't need much energy. So they have more energy. But energy times discipline equals power. Now we have very little discipline, but very little energy. We have little energy discipline too. Because remember, it takes energy for discipline, so that discipline was decreased also. Because we have very little energy for anything. But they had a lot of energy. So we had some prophets, Moses and all these different Jeremiah. They was able, with their discipline, their pressure, 21 pounds per square inch. Just give an example, right? So what happens? So now they get us, and now they can crush us. You see? So they can squeeze us down, until, because the smaller you get, the greater pressure becomes because you're in a small space. They take a balloon, try to squeeze it, the more you squeeze it, the more pressure. So it's harder. So they would squeeze down as the hard cloths until we got down 21 pounds per square inch too. But us being now 21 pounds per inch means we was literally nothing. No name, no culture, no anything. Because we were so small, we had enough energy to control ourselves. Listen, the average life expectancy, they say for a slave, was 36 years old. 36 years old. Can you imagine that? Because when you go look at those so-called slavery movies, you see old men, they look like they're 9 years old. They were only 36 years old. Because they work you so goddamn hard, 24/7. You didn't have enough energy for that. To work like they put us on. They said you'd be afflicted. You didn't have enough energy for that. So therefore, you had to use up your body. Right? Because your body has to get energy from someplace, so start cannibalizing your body. It's not take, and so your body starts, playing wilting. It doesn't get no energy, start wilting. We wilt at an accelerated rate. Because it was working. We didn't have the energy to maintain ourselves. Okay, say you need 100 calories a day to maintain yourself, right? Okay. So you would say you was getting 100. But what if you had to work 500 calories? What if they made you work 500 calories? Remember, you need 100. You're getting 100. To maintain yourself. But somebody make you go out and work and burn 500 calories. Well, then you need extra 500. But then they give it to you. So where's going to get that 500 from? It's going to start cannibalizing your body. Eating your body away. Your body can't your body can't take and restore itself. It can't regenerate. It's eating up your muscles, eating up everything. So therefore, you look like you're 36 years old, you look like you're 100 years old, you're only 36. The average slave was dying at 36 years old. And you had to call these people your bro. They was raping your mama, your daddy, putting stuff in your mouth unbelievable. And work you like that when you're 36 years old, you was totally worn out. Yeah. Even if you got 24 hours sleep a night, that wasn't enough. Because your body could not restore itself. So they didn't give you that much sleep. They're lucky if you got 6 hours sleep. You're like you got 4 hours sleep. And so you went to bed extremely tired. And if you woke up, and you didn't wake up because you slept so hard, they had to wake you up. Get up, nigga. Whoop your ass. Hit you with the line. Bam, wake up. And then you could barely walk. And get back in that field. And you're super tired going out there. And then you got to work. And you go whooping your ass. Bang, going. This is history. I'm trying to show the math of it, brothers and sisters. See? So they couldn't crush because they put much pressure, so we gave it 21 pounds per square inch. But that means we had nothing. But it was enough to keep from being crushed. So we were brothers and sisters. And then I talk about 12 tribes, brothers and sisters. There's 12 tribes of us. So that explains why our people move around so much. Because they're trying to seek those familiar with. We have 12 tribes, not 12 natures. We all have one nature, but like a heart is part of our nature. It's our still nature, has same genes, but it's a different expression of that nature. Just like the male and female, they're different expressions of the same nature. Because initially there was one nature, there wasn't any male or female, one gender, and then that same nature, but now it's two perspectives to it. But it's the same nature. It has the same genes. See? So it's a different expression of that nature. Right? So maybe one of the tribes is really strong in engineering. Maybe another tribe is really strong in farming, agriculture. You understand? But we got 12 tribes that covers the whole realm of civilization. And you got a priest tribe. So Levites do this period of time as a priest tribe. Maybe they'll still be the priest tribe when we get home. I'm not going into that kind of detail here. But each tribe had a function. It's like your body got all these different organs. They're part of the same nature. But the heart has expression of like that aspect of our nature. And lungs have that aspect of nature, but it's still part of the same nature. They have the same genes. Different expressions. And same thing here. And I've identified a few tribes. I don't take time to do this, but I have so many things, right? tell you so much stuff to do. And my job hasn't even started yet, tell you the truth. Because this is the ministry part of it. Next is the warrior side. And then the civilization side. Then the priesthood side. I mean, I got so much more to do. And so do you. You understand? So, I pretty much said, like New York, that's a tribe. The people in New York, because there are people moving around, they're trying to slow down where they fit in at. And that's why some people move from North Carolina to New Jersey, move from Mississippi to Georgia, different places. They're moving around because they're trying to find where they fit, because the devil drew us all together. And now we're sorting ourselves out, trying to find who we identify with. Some people say, well, I'm going to California because they like the people out in California better. They say, I like the people in Chicago better. You know? I like the people in New Jersey better. Right? I mean, that's where I was born, but I like the people in New Jersey better than any place. I've been all over the country. I like the people in New Jersey. I lived in Chicago for 13 years. I still prefer the people in New Jersey. You understand? Because my mother, she gravitated there. My father, he gravitated there. Right? So that's because my father came from Louisiana. My mother came from North Carolina. Well, she was actually born in New Jersey, but her family came from, but they gravitated because they're everybody trying to find themselves, because the devil has all shook up in one thing. Like, you know, you shook up something, you sit down after a while, it settles, and the water settles, and the milk settles or whatever. Well, that's what's happening every time. So that's what people moving around trying to find out where they belong at. See, so I identify New York as a tribe. I think Philly and Newark, right, New Jersey and Philadelphia, I think that's sort of tribe. They're similar people. I think Chicago, Illinois, maybe a little Indiana, I'm not sure. That's a tribe. Georgia, and that's a tribe there. California, that's definitely a tribe. Right? See? Because you can almost identify somebody from California. they did, you know. So forth, so on. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Louisiana, Bayou country. So I haven't identified all, but there are 12 tribes. And so we should be fighting. That's what Hodge has to get us. The Hodge, the tribulation, get us to identify who the tribes are. And then put them, it's like your body, put your body in, like I said, everything coming together. The knee bone connects to the ankle bone. How do you say that? When bones came together? So we have to identify, and then everybody comes from perspective. So we come together as one body, one united body. Everybody's function. We want the heart to do what the heart does. We want the lungs to do what the lung, and the heart's happy doing what happy does. Heart is happy doing what heart does. Lungs, and that's what it is. But right now we got conflicts. Part of the conflict is because we don't understand each other. Because some are still mixed in. We might have some people from one tribe mixing with another tribe, and they're not comfortable. So they move, man, I ain't moving, I'm going to California. See, then they get happy there. Oh man, I'm home at last. So that's part of the reason why people move around so much. They're trying to find where they fit in at. And then once all tribes, everybody's identifying tribes come together, they come together. Because everybody's serving their function, and we need, just like the electrician or the engineer, he needs the farmer. Because the farmer is where he gets food from. But the farmer needs an engineer, that's where he gets his equipment from. He needs an architect, because that's where he gets the architect to build the building. See what I'm saying? Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. All this is working out right now. You ain't getting this information from anybody else, brothers and sisters. You can't, because they don't know. Hope I'm coming clearer than I did before. So I'm not a good speaker. Maybe I need no, I better not say that. I don't need a Farrakhan. Don't need that at all. Farrakhan. So I'm going to keep this brief, brothers and sisters. But I was showing you the situation here. See, right now, you see, we're underwater. The devils are holding us underwater. See, let me say it another way. Let me go ahead with this, and I'll come back to it. That's not our natural way. We're underwater, under their control, right? You see, and they got us mixed together. They got the saints, the original people, and the demons. That's their children, their black-faced children, but they got us all mixing together. When they say blacks, they mean both of them. Yeah, there's 34 million blacks in America, but 17 million of them. See, when you say blacks, they're talking about the skin color. But there's 34 million, but only 17 are original people, and 17 are dead people in black skin. That means those 17 and million and their people in their black skin has their nature. See, you have a wolves and sheep clothing. But one thing about a wolf in sheep clothing, he may look like a sheep, but when he opens his mouth, you know it's a wolf. You know it's a wolf. Because he can't sound like a sheep. So every time these demons open their mouth, you know they're devils. Oh, let's stay in America. I'm going to get me one white girls. I love Democratic Party. I'm going to fight for America. I love America. Wave the American flag. Let's sing, oh, say, can you see? Because they devils. They sound like devils because they are devils. And they make sure those are the only ones you ever hear on TV. They learned that from Malcolm X. Ain't no more letting them get on TV no more. The ones you see on TV are demons. And so therefore they make you think that's the way you're supposed to act. And a lot of you falling for it. They're the demons. They act like them. They talk like them. Because a wolf cannot disguise his voice. Once he opens his mouth, you know it's a wolf. He might look like a lamb, but as soon as wait a minute, that's not how sheep sounds. See? Because you hear me talking. Do I sound like a wolf? It's like I like America. It's like I got my head some devil's ass. Like Farrakhan, we ain't going nowhere. Let's I really told Cooper Gooding Jr. he was married the devil. When he married the devil, oh, love is love. Love is love. Yeah. You see? Because it follows the devil. One drop of black blood make you black. Yeah, it don't make you original. You understand, brothers and sisters? Farrakhan sounds like a devil. Because he is a devil. He opens his mouth, he sounds like a wolf. Because he is a wolf. He can't help it. But he keep telling you, look at me, look how I look. See, I'm a lamb, see? I'm a lamb. But every time I was mouth, we're going to bring devils in. Why? We're going to save devils. But how do you feel about sheep? You're sinful. You're wicked. See, how does wolf feel like sheep? Let's eat their ass, eat them up. Let's kill a couple of sheep and eat something. See, because sheep are victims to them because they hate sheep. They love to eat them, kill them. And how Farrakhan, he talks like a wolf because he hates sheep. The worms eat your ass. The worms eat your ass. I pray Allah, the worms eat your ass. See, we don't bring devils in, why? Oh, they ain't bad. We can't call them devils no more. He sounds like a goddamn wolf because he is. But he keep pointing, see, I'm looking at sheep. Because the wolf gonna keep doing that. Because he disguised, that means the sheep, man, it's like a grocery store. He's around the sheep. He don't have to go hunt for them. He gets sheep take care of them. See? Farrakhan been living off the sheep for 42 years. He ain't produced a goddamn thing. He got rich, but he ain't produced anything for the nation this time. Because it's a wolf. But keep open your mind, brothers and sisters. You will open your mind. That's why I'm always going to make sure of that. So the thing is, what I was going to say, I'm trying to put this another way. Okay. If if you're in a class and teacher study, you're going to learn what the teacher teach you. So you graduate the class with A. That means you got the lesson. That means you was able to learn. You got, so say it's an example. Say you're an actress. So now you act just like the teacher. So that means you pass. Because if you're the teacher, if the teacher did his job, right, then you're going to be a reflection of the teacher. What I'm trying to say here is that when you see our people, who's been, so in other words, okay, I tell my children, I want you to listen to obey this teacher. So they obey the teacher, and teach them whatever teacher teach them. Then the child comes home and show me what teacher teach them, act like the teacher. I get mad because why you acting like that? When you told me to act like the teacher, you told me to obey the teacher. I am. I'm obeying the teacher. See? Because that's the teacher only going to teach you what they know. So when you see our people here, the way they're acting, we was told to submit to Adam. So we seeing who Adam is, because Adam, the teacher, have to teach what they know. So if we acting like we acting, that means that's what the teacher. What we're looking at is the teacher. We're just good students of the teacher. Good students of the teacher. You understand? So when you see our people out there with their pants hanging down, with earrings in their ear, right? Braids and that kind of stuff. You're looking at the teacher. They got that from the teacher. That's the teacher. That ain't them. That's the teacher. So when you look at them, you see the nature of the teacher. That's the nature of the teacher. Because they've been teaching us for 500 years. So now you see the result that they're teaching us. Because they was angels, they will be angels. Because they were taught us like to be as they are. If they were angels, and we'll be angels too. But look at we're hoes, pimps, drug dealers, because that's who they are. They don't tell you about the Boxer Rebellion. Look at the Boxer Rebellion, brothers and sisters. What was that about? That was that China fighting back against American Britain because they was pushing drugs. There was global drug dealers that was going into Asia and taking the steal drugs from poppy seeds and that kind of stuff, heroin from like Afghanistan, a place like that there, and then it was taken to China and forcing them to buy it. They drug dealers. What's the stuff you're talking about? This stuff you're talking about that Chinese are pushing on them. It's just consequent back return. I've got stuff that goes wherever this stuff is, right? You understand, brothers and sisters? All this stuff, this is stuff that's who they are. They said we was running around naked. Well, how come they walking around naked? Why they walking around naked? You see these devils? They ain't got no clothes on. They have no shame. My step was grabbed out of them. They're the ones that's naked. They're the ones that's savage. How you need savage? Because savages need to be controlled. They need to be disciplined. That's what they got. Police departments, law enforcement, because we didn't have it in Africa. We didn't need it. Because we didn't have criminals. We didn't need jails. But over here, they need it to keep them in line and also to keep us under control. You got to understand what's going on here, brothers and sisters. Farrakhan say, it's our fault that we got in this condition. We over here because we were sinful. No. This is what we see right now as a result of them. So we know who they are. You could tell the action by looking at the reaction. We had a reaction of being in America for 400 years. And so I show you who America is. Look at us. That's who America is. That ain't who we are. That's who America is. See? But these points say, no, that's them, see? Wasn't like that before we came over here. And anybody that gets their mind back, then you try to kill them. or you do kill them. Because you can't have other black folks returning back to nature. It's like a lion. You got a lion, you train him. As long as you train, remember, that's you train. That's not the lion's way he acts. That's where you train and act, because that's what you know. But if that lion stop acting like that, you kill him. Because they say, man, you can't, he's revert back to his nature. You can't control him, so you kill him. Because you don't want that lion to see other lion to see this lion acting like a lion's supposed to act. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. So, see here, so they got us underwater and all together. False Israel in America, false Israel, the way their force, the nature of their force is, they something pretend they're us. People who call by God's name says, not people who call by God's, those people that call by my name, right? That's Jews. They call by his name, not us. We're not called by God's name. He will heal their land if they stop being wicked. What land? We got no land. See, that's the lies they told today. Oh, that's us. How? Okay, if that's, don't you ask questions, brothers and sisters? If that's us that he's talking about, says, if those people call by my name, that's where they translate it, or my people, whatever, call by my name, return, stop being evil, wicked, whatever, right? I will heal them, I will return them and heal their land. Now let's break that down. Let's parse that out, brothers and sisters. Well, who's called by their name? It's not us. It's the people call themselves Jews. They're called by God's name, Israel. See, and plus, they got land and we don't. What land can he heal? We don't have any land. And Abraham Covenant says, we would be in a place, a land that's not ours. See, that's the lies they tell. Because when I might cut the chase right now. The message today was the devil's message. Because if you isolate what he says, distill it, break it down to its primary components, to its essence. Because he was saying, God will not destroy a country as long as there's righteous people amongst it. But God said, we're leaving here, we're going home. But he said, we ain't going nowhere. Hold it. We ain't going nowhere, but mug. He's telling you what the devil's told to tell us. Tell them niggas, they ain't going nowhere. Because as long as they stay here, God can't destroy us. That's the bottom line, bro. This is how you look at it. Elijah Muhammad said as much. Because they was using us as hostages. That's what Elijah Muhammad said. I don't know if it was a message of black man or not, but he did say it. I was there from 70 75. They was used as hostages to keep God from attacking them for the same reason. Because God will not attack or destroy a country while there's righteous people amongst them. And that's what the story says. So they said, well, see, what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Well, God did destroy it after he got Lot and his family out of it. They were so desperate I don't know why you want to address it. Because they're so desperate, they don't even try to make sense of what they say anymore. They just come out and shit on you and say, hey man, that's honey. They don't try to tell you, they don't try to put perfume on it no more. They don't try to put some cologne on it no more. They don't try to put any honey in it anymore. They shit on you and say, man, that's honey. Before they used to put a little honey on it, hey man, see, it's some honey in it. You see, they used to put a little food coloring, right? Maybe a little sugar, right? See, maybe put some perfume on it. See? But now they don't even waste time doing no more. Just shit on it. Hey, man. I don't need Anyway, brothers. So what's happening, this is where Master Muhammad has come to the rescue here. Because they got us down, and we acting like them. We're under their control, but we're told to submit to them. So God cannot blame us. He cannot attack us, accuse us for being what he told us to be. Because that's what Lion Ishmael said today. We have to be submission to God's will. We say, if you were submission to God's will, you'd be happy, lovely, joyous. That's bullshit. Because the Quran tells you the angels supposed to submit to Adam. May who ate Mishra shed blood. They wasn't happy doing that. But they said, we'll submit. They said, I ain't doing it. And they said, okay, you gonna make me shed blood? And that's us. Was we happy and content and joyous and holocaust? Hell no. But we was in submission to God's will. And we was the only one in total submission to God's will. And we saw more than anybody. Just because you're in submission to God's will, doesn't mean things don't go well for you. Was Jesus when he crucified, was he in submission to God's will? When Jesus was crucified, let me say it again, according to your Bible, when Jesus was crucified on the cross, was he in total submission to God's will? Then how come he wasn't happy on the cross? Hey man, come on, stick me again, man. Stick me in my ass, man. Put my eye out, man. You see what I'm saying? That's anything, because they're desperate. See, I know how to read this. That means they clinging, like a man hung off a cliff, and hit the grass stopped slipping. While he down to one little tree. Oh, that man. Oh, this tree don't break. It's breaking. So what happens here? So then, boom. Okay? So Master Muhammad knocked him. Let's back up. Make sure you get this, brothers and sisters. Okay? He takes that war that's about to happen any day now. Gonna knock them. And so they gonna break the pride of power. They won't be able to hold down the water anymore. See, when you try to hold a balloon underwater, you have to keep force on it, otherwise it's gonna pop up. So this is what happens. And so once that happens, boom. Now we rise up. But because we was all mixed, demons and saints mixed together, you couldn't tell. But when they separate, then they separate because it's two different natures. See, it has all together in the ghetto and wherever the head is set, it's all together. But once their force that's holding us down is broken, then we rise up. But we rise up different because we have different natures. See, they still have the devil's nature. Because they are the devils. There's black-faced devils. Look at, let's take a look further here. Okay, these are the demons over here. These are, see, two different natures. Now because that's what's going to happen. The accuser of our brothers will be cast down, of our brethren, and additionally, the demons and the saints will be separated. The chaff and the wheat will be separated. The saints, that's what always happens at the same time when false Israel and God and Magog are cast down and we are in heaven. See? Expand, see? Now we revert back to our ruling nature because we was acting like this over here because we was under their control. But now we're not under control anymore. We revert back to our original nature. See how beautiful that black woman is? See how powerful that warrior is? We revert back to our nature because they was forcing us and act like them. But the demons, they keep acting the same way. Why? Because that was their nature to begin with. They are devils, just in black skin. They still keep, that's one thing you're going to see, brothers. Is like, I'll wait a long time to tell you that. That's what you're going to see in a few more days, right? When we come together, that's what I'm talking about. It says the king, I should have read that. The king says, how come you showed up here, not dressed for the wedding? That's them, because they're going to show up according to their nature. We all come together, they still going to be like this. And we're going to say, we're going to get rid of names, we're going to get rid of all that stuff, right? Get rid of praise and all that kind of stuff. Amen. That was the influence, that influence will be broken. So we're going to stop doing that. We're going to continue to do it because that's the devil's way. That's the devil's thing. That's what the devils are. You say, oh, I don't say devils wear pants down. That's just a symptom of it. But you understand what I'm saying? They got the ass hanging out and everything else. That's the equivalent. That's the black equivalent of it. But it's still, remember, the demons, they got a little less in it. That's the equivalent. They're going to still be acting the same way they acted now. Because they're not being transformed. Because they are devils. And devils can't make you be different other than devils. Because that's all they know. They can get you to act according to their nature. So why you need to transform? That's their nature. You're going to be the same as you were before. You still just have black skin. But we understand that principle, brothers and sisters. See, all this happened at once. I think, look, see, this is them. These are demons. See, some of us acting like that now, but I said we revert. We revert. And they won't. We drop all, in other words, we take a shower and all the shit be washed off us. But if they take a shower, they get washed away because they're all shit through and through. You understand? So we revert back to who we were, and they remain the same because that's they were all the time. They were devils. See, in other words, you got wolves, and they're holding everything down, look like sheep. Put it that way. They hold everything down, looks like sheep, right? These wolves, they got everything bound up like sheep. But some of the sheep are really wolves in sheep clothing. But as far as they're concerned, anything like sheep, you got to bound up. Now, what happens if the wolves are removed and the doors open and all the sheep get out? Well, now all the sheep get out, right? And the wolves that had sheep clothing on, they take the sheep clothing off and they look just like the wolves. Because they are wolves all the time. They ain't going to change. Only thing is, they take off the sheep clothes. Just like the wolves. They had them pinned up. But the other sheep, right? See? They may be acting like wolves, but then they start acting like sheep. They may be acting like wolves because they was forced to act that way, but now they return back to the acting like sheep. And these will continue acting like wolves because that's what they are. Okay, I hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. Move on. See? So I hope we'll walk through a couple of these things, brothers and close out. Right? So I mentioned this. I didn't put it in the proper chronological because I just want you to get the basic idea. See, some of us, the idea about scriptures, like I explained to you, we have approximately 24,000 year cycle. And cycle has 4 seasons, 6,000 years apiece. Right? And then within it, you have different seasons, like within a season, you have weeks and days, right? And so, and things change. Like you can have one season, a spring season, right? But during that, one month in that season could be a little cold, another. You know, you have different things happening during there, right? It's like autumn or summer. Yeah, but you can have tornadoes, you can have floods, you can have different things that occur during that season. And so what happens is the scientists say, okay, this is an event that's going to happen during this particular season, and so it gives you all the information you need. Like the weatherman says, hey man, it's about to happen a hurricane, then you got to get out of town. So you follow the example, so you save yourself. That's what happens. So he gives you a script, say, this is an event that's going to happen during this season, and this is what you need to do to protect yourself, whatever, right? And so that's what scriptures are. Scriptures are. And so you see the world through that lens during that period of time, you'll be successful. So the bottom line is, before first, well, this, like I said, it's not chronological order, but the Torah, which is so-called Old Testament, right, that was first. So they say, but Abraham, the scripture, what happened to that? And so if you saw the world through that perspective, you were successful. That lens. You understand? So it tells you what to do and everything. But then, like I said, I'm not doing chronological, so don't jump on me here. But then you come, you get the Quran. You understand? Now, 1,500 years ago, that was back perspective. If you saw the world through that perspective, you were successful. The Islamic armies every day became an empire. And it was controlling everything. At least in that part of the world, the empire. They rose up because they accepted that perspective. That perspective ruled for 1,000 years. It kept the Europeans bottled up. See? If you look at the world through that perspective, you're successful. They're black, they're Arabs, they're Africans, right? Like in Morocco, they call them Moors. Anybody who's got that perspective was successful. And then, 500 years ago, God broke away from the Catholic Church and adopted the Bible, the sealed Bible. Right? And that was perspective. Quran's perspective was no good anymore. So they rose and they pushed, just like the Quran had them under control. Now they had the so-called Quranic people, Quran, right? They're being dominated now. This is Adam. So if you look at the world through Adam's perspective, he was successful. And they've been two empires, Britain and America. And that's the guys they have. They claim they're Protestants, the Bible. And that's the perspective we saw in the world. And so they was powerful for the last 500 years. Because that's the perspective that you need to have. Their perspective was bad for us. So it seemed, because that perspective said we were supposed to be servants, slaves forever, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that was the correct perspective to have to be successful. So now, right? And then it says after that will come the angel, the messenger of the covenant. And those people adopt that perspective, see through that lens, they'll be successful. That will be the next empire. This empire will last forever. But not the angel, because season it will last to get its empower, it lasts to get its home. That's what angel does. It get our minds back. It allows us to get home. Get our power back, our land back, energy management, all the basics, lay the foundation. That's what the angel lay the foundation, set that foundation, get all the materials, set the foundation. And then, if we don't do it anymore, another book will come. We go to the next phase, another book after that. Keep on going. You understand, brothers and sisters? So you can't go backwards. The Quran is no good. Everybody won't be around anymore. What happened to the books before the Quran? They don't exist anymore. There's no value. If you can work that perspective, you won't go anywhere. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. Okay, look at this. So make up your minds not to prepare beforehand to defend yourselves, for I will provide you with eloquence, wisdom which none of your adversaries will be able to oppose or refute. That means your mind, I told you, mind is pressure. He's going to give you mind pressure that no one be great at anybody's, so no one will be able to touch you. Because lower pressure cannot defeat higher pressure. It's impossible. So it gives you a higher pressure mind that they won't be able to do anything to you. See? But you'll be betrayed by even parents, brothers, sisters, other relatives, friends. But she was there. Right by the end, look at the end. And yet, not a hair on your head will perish. Have no power over you at all. In doing this, you will gain your lives. By you maintaining, right, that mind, angel, right, 5 pillars, right? You will gain your lives. Just hold on to it. Don't give it up. Yeah? You can reach at your own leisure, brother. Says, men's hearts failing for fear of the expectation of things which are coming on earth, for the powers of heaven will be shaken. When the earth, you understand, the angel keeps on America and Britain, right? And it says the powers of heaven be shaken. That's when that's Muhammad Gray shake them to the foundation, because they're in the heavens now, in the Middle East. They couldn't be talking about heaven beyond sun, moon, and stars, because how would you know it? It would be shaken. It would be talking about someplace you could see, because it says men's hearts will fail for him to feel expectation of things which come upon earth, for the powers of heaven be shaken. See, how would they know the powers of heaven be shaken? It was beyond sun, moon, and stars. It had to be somewhere they could see. See? Okay, but you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies. Okay, let me mention one last thing. The sign of Jonah, that's what they're trying to, see, I said the bottom line, what we're trying to say is, hey, see, I've been talking about the sign of Jonah for 30 years, but I've been talking a lot for the last couple of weeks. Because sign of Jonah is what you're looking for right now. Sign of Jonah, right? Sign of Jonah was that Nineveh, talking about the nation of Islam, is going to repent. Repent means that you get rid of what you was doing before. They're going to get rid of Farrakhan, and they got to get back to where they left off with Elijah, and they go forward with the message of the covenant. That's repentance. They're going to get rid of him. It says it happened during the war. It says the accuser, who's accusing us? That's Farrakhan. You're sinful. You're wicked. It's not talking about us, but he is. So he cast down, and the ancient of days says thrones cast down into ancient of days is set. So thrones cast. That means they're gonna. It says that son of perdition says who is slow consumed, and you saw evidence of that today because he's being consumed. Because almost most of what we talk about is reaction to what I've been talking about. See, the will of God. That was one of my major. That was a subject I talked about. With the will of God, because Suleiman is the will of God. He's the will of Allah. He's the one who's going to bring all the synthesis. And they said, oh, we got to make everything happen. But then they tell you, well, it only happened to God's will. They're totally confused over there. They're desperate. It's like, it's like a wild man. He's getting his, that's why I tell you in the ring, it says, if you get in the ring, you get in a fight, and you hurt the guy, stay away from him. They say he's most dangerous when he hurt. Because he's going to just go wild. It's like a cat. I've seen this happen before. A dog get a cat cornered. And the cat gets back up and had him cornered, and the cat was scared. And that cat went wild. He just jumped on the dog's face and started going wild. That dog was running down the street with the cat on his face. The cat was tearing his face up, scratching it to death. And that dog was just rah. See, because you get scared, then you start swinging. And that's what it's doing today. They were just saying anything. Because nothing they said made any sense. And the bottom line was, we ain't going nowhere. By definition, what they were saying is that God cannot destroy America as long as we're here. So he said, we ain't going anywhere. It means he's here to keep America there, and that would be the message of the devils, wouldn't it? They say, fire God, tell them niggas to stay here. So God won't get us. That was the bottom line of that message. Because I'm saying he's one of them. A wolf, he might have sheep clothing, but he's still going to sound like a wolf. His whole message was, we got to stay here because we got to separate. How are we going to separate? We're still here. How's America be destroyed? We're still here. See all this stuff? This is wow, railing. Because I'm kicking their ass. Just who the Lord was consumed. That means that they consumed the spirit of his mouth, which is truth. That means if he's a son of perdition, then somebody must be consuming him. And there's nobody out there hitting him like I am. Hitting him with truth, destroying him. So they're flailing now. Oh, I've been telling my son of Jonah. Now they try to confuse the son of Jonah. They're flailing now. We got to do something, man. He's kicking our ass, man. Stop tormenting me. Remember Legion? Remember Legion? What was Legion thing? I don't want to lead the country. That sound familiar? We ain't going nowhere. That one needs a begging play. I don't want to go to lead the country. Why are you tormenting me? They screaming, wow. See? It's anything. Maybe they call it, and I run my own business, IT business, right? And they call it throwing shit against the wall. Maybe someone will stick. Just try something. When you run out of options, just try something, just throw shit against the wall. Maybe someone will stick. That's a term they should use. That's what they did. Just throw something out there. Maybe they'll catch somebody, hit somebody. Just throw something out there. That's what they did. Because they have no defense on what I'm telling them. And I don't have to change what I'm saying. I've been saying the same consistent for 30-some years. I might say a little off here and there because I said I put that on purpose. Right? Little landmines to catch fools like that trying to steal this. It says all before me, thieves and robbers. So they come out and try to get this. It's easy to expose them that they stole it because they don't understand themselves. But other than that, it's totally consistent. And you don't see me flailing and changing I'm setting the tone. I'm not reacting to them. They react to me. I'm setting the tone. And then that's one thing I said, the will of God. And also that was the topic. I said, identify, I said, Suleiman is the will of God. So now they're flailing. Let's do something. Oh man, we in trouble. Let's hit something. That's what that's all about. The devil's a total. You see, work for the devil anyway. Amen. Tell them to leave the country. Please don't let them go leave the country. That's our ass. Because that's what he was saying. He said God will not destroy him. That's the bottom line. We're not destroy America as long as we was here. So that means he wants us to stay here. We ain't going nowhere. The country belongs to us. But Abraham covenant says, we've been in the land, not ours. So he's calling God a liar right there. He said, our land. God said it ain't. God says, we're leaving here. He said, we ain't going nowhere. So you tell me he's representing God. Tell me he's representing Elijah Muhammad. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there. I think I said more than enough. I got so much to say to brothers and sisters, but today, There's been more today. A few more days, brothers and sisters. It's happening very fast. It's happening very fast, brother. Your life's going to be changed in a couple more days. I ain't talking about months anymore either. It's going to be dramatic. Right? But we're here for you. But you got to be for yourself. You got to be for yourself, brothers and sisters. If you ain't for yourself, ain't nobody for you. So you got to get your mind back so you stop beating up yourself. And that's what I'm here to do. Master Muhammad's going to give you a big helping hand. You're going to destroy this mind. So then you're going to abandon that mind because then you see no good. Because it's not working anymore. You look around and no electricity, American dream turned to nightmare. You're going to look around and say, hey man, what do I do? And I'm right there to get your mind back, brothers and sisters, because once you get that back, then you're the gods. And then you start kicking ass, doing them what they done to you. Oh, boy, it's going to be something, brothers and sisters. Warriors, a great, exceedingly great army. What are your army for unless you're going to kick ass? And you're going to kick some ass, brothers and sisters, because they've been kicking your ass for 500 years. And now they say if you touch a God, you kill them. They say if you smite a God, kill him, because if you, right? Oh, excuse me. They said if you smite the king, kill him. Why? Because if you hurt the king and you don't kill him, he's the king. He's going to throw all his power on your ass. And we the gods of the universe. Make our own cream of planet of God's universe. And you kicked us, you stumped us, you raped us and beat us. And we had a whole universe at our command. What do you think we're going to do with your dumb ass? We ain't playing no more. This is war. You don't like me? Come at me, devils. See? Because I'm the will of Allah. I'm the will of Allah. But was it? I'd be like a wheelchair Farrakhan calling himself something he ain't. Because if I'm saying that and I'm not, damn, you know what happened to me? Because I bring so much negativity on myself. I'd be worse than Farrakhan. I am the Son of Man, the match breaker of seven seals. Who's teaching him? Who's guiding him? It says no one in the heavens or the earth or under the earth could break the seals. That means nobody, not even God himself. He's got to be in the earth, above the earth, and on the earth, or it says no one in the earth, under the earth, above the earth. No one above the earth, under the earth. No one above the earth, under the earth. I'm saying it all wrong now. No one in the earth, on the earth, or beneath the earth. You got it. He's in one of those places. No one's the heavens or the earth, or beneath that earth. No one's the heavens or the earth, or beneath the earth. So you got to be in one of those places, but he couldn't break the seals either. All one could do was a lamb. He's the one that makes the days. He's Melchizedek. So who do you answer to? Nobody told me to do this. Nobody stood on my shoulders. Nobody told me an angel. And it says, nothing happens, he broke those seals. That means it's his will Right? I am the will of Allah. So come after me. Come after me. Now I said it. First time I ever actually said it straight out. Why? Because your ass is in trouble. I saw that today clearly. And this war's about to break out any day now. And it says, the Ancient of Days is what makes this happen. He's the one set up a kingdom that lasts forever. If he set up a kingdom that lasts forever, then what could be a kingdom better than that? If he's the one that set it up, and anybody told him to set it up, so what does that make him? He gets the master of Muhammad. And they were see, the world God. Well, who's the God they're talking about? They didn't say that, did they? It says the wrath of the God, the wrath of the master of Muhammad, and the wrath of the Lamb. Ooh. Unprecedented wrath. Unprecedented trouble, ain't it? Something you ain't never seen before. Strange thing. Assalamu alaikum.